Welcome to Home Park. Plymouth Argyle versus Fulham in the second division. May I first wish everyone a belated Merry Christmas. Well, as hard as I might try, it's virtually impossible to talk of Fulham without using the term big spending. There's no hiding from the fact that Fulham can boast their very own Santa Claus in Harrods post, Mr. Al Fayed. Although it'd be over the top to describe Fulham as a star-studded lineup, an incredible amount of money is being provided for Ray Wilkins and Kevin Keegan, and as one local journalist points out, the combined cost of Fulham's Chris Coleman and Paul Pesky-Toledo, that's £3.2 million, would save Argyle from closure. How cash-strapped Argyle would kill for some of Fulham's cash. It really is David versus Goliath. Fulham can spend like there's no tomorrow. Argyle, on the other hand, have no money, and who knows, maybe this time next year, no club. Well, on that festive note, let's look forward to today's Boxing Day clash. It's match time at Home Park. Ronnie Mulgey and Adrian Littlejohn are both available after serving a 3-match suspension, but both have to make do with a place on the subs bench. That means Mark Saunders and Danny O'Hagan both keep their places in the starting lineup. Mick Heathcote isn't quite ready for a return, but at least it's nice to have the injury crisis disappearing and Mick Jones having some healthy competition for a place in the starting lineup. Number 1, John Sheffield for Plymouth Argyle. 2, Jason Rowbottom. 3, Paul Williams. 4, Lee Hodges. 5, Mark Saunders. 6, Simon Collins. 7, Martin Barlow. 8, Richard Logan. 9, Danny O'Hagan. 10, Carlo Corazon. And 11, Chris Billy. Ronnie Mulgey, Earl Jean and Adrian Littlejohn are the substitutes. Well, Fulham, under the ownership of Mohamed Al Fayed, have spent £6 million on new players since Kevin Keegan took over as Chief Operating Officer in the autumn. Very quickly, let's go for their team. Number 1, Mike Taylor. 2, Matthew Lawrence. 3, Robbie Herrera. 4, Paul Trollope. 5, Chris Coleman. 6, Alan Nielsen. 7, Neil Smith. 8, Paul Bracewell. 9, Paul Moody. 10, Paul Pesky-Toledo. And 11, Steve Hayward. Richard Carpenter, Danny Cullip and M. Thomas are the Fulham substitutes. You have to go 61 years to find Fulham's last victory here at Home Park. Ironically, that was also on Boxing Day back in 1936 when Fulham won 3-0 in front of 37,000 spectators. Not quite that many number of people here today, but I suspect it's perhaps Argyle's biggest crowd of the season to watch this festive game. Paul Moody at number 9 for Fulham. Fulham in their change strip. Rather unfamiliar all red, with these funny blue stripes, but never mind. Well, Mick Jones giving the players that started against Millwall and Northampton a big boost by keeping faith with them, despite the return of both Ronnie Mulgey and Adrian Littlejohn. Argyle were outstanding against Millwall, giving the London side a good beating by 3-0. And against Northampton, it took a controversial goal from Chris Freestone to beat Argyle by 2-1. But controversial is certainly the word for that goal, because John Sheffield to this day claims the ball hadn't crossed the line. Mick Fletcher from Whalley in the West Midlands is in charge today. He was the referee who sent off Argyle striker Carlo Corazon on the opening day of the season at Bristol Rovers. Mr. M. Buller and Mr. Cockwell are the referee's assistants today. And Mr. Green's the 4th official. Well, Paul Pesky-Toledo holds his head. He's won himself a free kick, though. That will give him some comfort. And it's Alan Nielsen, one of the new signings here at Fulham. Aiming towards Paul Moody. Moody gets the flick on. Well, for some reason, Sheffield decides to keep it in play. I'm sure that was going behind for a goal kick. Maybe it took a deflection. So it's a Fulham throw in which Neil Smith's going to take. That's Coleman. Coleman with a cross. An early chance there, but Pilly heads it away. The ball, does it cross the line? Indeed it does, and I think Fulham have earned themselves a corner. No, it's a throw-in. The ball obviously didn't cross the line, but it's early pressure, as we perhaps expected from Fulham, and Lee Hodges happy to thump it away. The flag stays down. Richard Logan, anywhere will do for him. He looked rather uncomfortable for a moment, didn't he? Well, the opening 2.5 minutes have all been Fulham. This is Lawrence taking the throw-in. Gets the ball back. Now Paul Williams. Straight to Steve Hayward. Neil Smith now. Neil Smith. Moody. Moody going for the trip, and it was just over. So Paul Moody recalled to the side against Burnley, keeps his place this afternoon. And it was Paul Moody who scored 2 goals earlier this season against Argyle in Fulham's 2-0 victory at Craven Cottage on an emotionally charged evening. Well, Chris Coleman having to change his shirt already, giving the ladies a Christmas treat. I think Coleman might have had the wrong number shirt on. Lee Hodges, Carlo Corazon. Lee Hodges, the ball to Williams perhaps on, but he's forwarded by Bracewell, the experienced number 8. So Richard Logan, long throw-in's a big asset of his. And it's Argyle's turn now to do a bit of attacking. It's taken them time to settle, but they might settle in style here. It's Corazon, Martin Barlow. Well, incredibly, I think that might stay in play. Indeed it does. It's Chris Billy. Argyle get a bit of luck. Billy on that right-hand side. Billy for a brilliant cross, and it's off the crossbar. Alan Nielsen with a header. Almost a spectacular own goal. Certainly a lively start to this game, and now it's Barlow. The referee blows up. It's an Argyle free kick. Well, Alan Nielsen, after a superb cross by Chris Billy, headed onto his own crossbar, giving Mike Taylor a scare, no doubt. And that certainly livened this crowd up. Barlow with a cross. It could go anywhere, and it's gone straight in! Confusion in the Fulham defence. 5 minutes gone and Argyle get an early Christmas present. A bizarre goal, but a goal all the same. And I think Martin Barlow's going to claim it. Barlow, 2 goals early this season against Walsall, gets his 3rd now. And it's Plymouth Argyle 1, Fulham 0. Argyle free kick. Well, Fulham started the team on top. The first 3 minutes was non-stop possession, but then Argyle came into it. Nielsen headed against the bar, and moments later from a free kick, Martin Barlow trying to cross it in for a player. They all missed it. And Barlow won't be complaining. That's his 3rd goal of the season. The shaven hair, Danny O'Hagan gets his head onto that one. O'Hagan again. Corazon is on his own really, desperate for support. And in the end it came off, Alan Nielsen did it, and it's the first corner of the afternoon. Well, whether Barlow's free kick did take a deflection, I'm not too sure, but for now I'm going to give Barlow the goal. And here he is now taking the corner kick. Well, this one's swinging as well. Taylor in all sorts of trouble, punches it away. Lee Hodges. Logan in there, Corazon, and his first touch let him down, and he knows it. Holds his head. Could have got a better touch in it, a clear side on goal. And Mike Taylor relieved to get the ball. Hayward. It's an Argyle goal kick. And John Sheffield, signed from Peterborough in the summer. Well, Fulham haven't had the best of form in the last couple of games. The last away game was a 2-0 defeat against Carlisle, and then the most recent game was a televised game against Burnley, booed off at half-time if I remember. And then they needed a last-minute goal to win the day. They won 1-0, but it was a fortunate victory. And now further trouble. They're 1-0 down here. Richard Logan will take this throw in. Corazon, good flick on, away by Bracewell. Moody. Now it's Corazon. Paul Williams. Argyle in possession. The Canadian international Corazon. Bit of a rash challenge there by Smith, it appeared, but the referee allows play to continue. Fulham throw. Well, it's a good atmosphere here at Home Park. Even when the crowds haven't been so outstanding this season, in terms of figures, they've always been vocally high on form. And they're getting behind their side at the moment. Spurred, no doubt, by that early goal. Barlow was well in there, but Fulham retain possession. It's Chris Coleman, big money signing. Money unheard of usually in the second division. I think it's a throw in. Corazon got a touch there. I think it came off Nielsen last, and it's another throw into Argyle. But the referee's overruling his assistant. The assistant gave it to Argyle, the referee disagreed and gives Fulham the free kick, or throw in rather. This is Bracewell. Nielsen. Number 2 is Matthew Lawrence. Fulham playing a lot of possession football, knocking it around nicely. Just a Trollope. Trollope trying to find Moody, but it's a poor cross on the end and easy for John Sheffield. Coleman, easy header. Barlow. Saunders, a wild whack at the ball. And Hodges finds Paul Williams. Throw into Argyle. Paul Williams rushing to take it. But in the end, Logan will again take the throw in. Sometimes his throw-ins can be as good as a corner kick. O'Hagan in there. Corazon 2. Corazon going for the spectacular. Right across the face of that goal. Taylor was stretched. And Corazon, who scored last Saturday against Northampton. Seven goals this season for Corazon. Could easily have made it 8 there. A spectacular bit of work. We're approaching the 11th minute. Plymouth 1, Fulham 0. Richard Logan well up. A hopeful clearance there by Bracewell. And he very nearly found Hayward and needed the good defensive work of Rowbottom. Billy now, one of Argyle's best players. Early this season rated at $1 million by Mick Jones. Maybe Fulham might sign him, you never know. Herrera. That's a good run being made by Smith. Rowbottom struggling. Oh dear. I think in the end it was Moody with the shot. And it was a weird or though effective save by Sheffield. They all count in the end. And Argyle was struggling there, and I'll be happy just to concede the corner. Taken short. The cross is effective. Away there by Collins. Rowbottom again trying his best to get on the end of it. It was through the legs there of Rowbottom. In the end, Nielsen with a shot. But it was always going to go wide of John Sheffield's goal. Well, although Fulham were in the third division last season, these two sides did meet in the FA Cup. And Argyle completely thrashed Fulham by 5-0. Although in fairness, it was 1-0 when a controversial penalty put Argyle on the road to victory. This is Bracewell. Far too high for Paul Moody to get on the end of. No prizes for guessing who takes the throw in. It's Richard Logan, of course. On by O'Hagan. Lee Hodges. He'll be an exciting player at times. And now it's Neil Smith. Had experience at Spurs and Gillingham. Smith gets a good cross in. It's a good header. It's straight into the hands of John Sheffield. It was Trollope's header in the end, but straight at Sheffield, and it was an easy save for the Argyle keeper. Knocking it around nicely, Fulham. They're going to cause Argyle problems, you fear. Hayward. The game far from over. Bracewell, dangerous to give him such space. His long-range effort was poor. Almost got a bit of luck in that Moody was stretching to get a foot onto it to deflect the ball into the back of the net, but it was never going to happen. And it's another goal kick. Well, Fulham have a FA Cup tie at Tottenham to look forward to in the new year. It's a good time to be a Fulham fan. Lee Hodges, good ball there to Paul Williams. Firm tackle there by Alan Nielsen, who's been involved for both the right and the wrong reasons in this game so far. Almost scored a dramatic own goal, but he's done some good defensive work and also looked good coming forward as well. Another Argyle throw in, which I'm sure Logan will take this time. Have a quick look in the penalty area. You've got Danny O'Hagan, Carlo Corazon in there. Hodges ready to make a nuisance of himself as well. And Mark Saunders making a late run. The throw in again, causing Fulham problems. And Logan could have gone anywhere, in the end cleared. Again by Nielsen. Rowbottom turns out to be a good ball to Richard Logan. But Logan's control lets him down, and now Fulham can break. This is Paul Trollope. The former Torquay United man plays it to Paul Moody. Good play though by the Argyle captain, Martin Barlow. Quarter of an hour into this game. And that's Smith on the left-hand side. The cross is good. Oh dear, that was a chance. Neil Smith lost his marker. Paul Williams asking questions about himself and his defence. And Neil Smith, I thought we were about to see an equaliser. And that really is a lucky escape for Argyle. Neil Smith, all he had to do was hit the target, and I'm sure that would have been a goal. And he's missed Fulham's best chance of the game. A bit of argy-bargy. It's going to be a Fulham free kick. They'll take their time. Swung in then by Nielsen. Logan got there ahead of Moody. Coleman trying to find Pesky Shalito. The flag is up. The flag is up, and Saunders can relax as he clears the ball. Argyle have won 4 home games today. And when Argyle do win, they win by an emphatic margin, it seems. They beat Millwall by 3-0, Bournemouth by 3-0. Against Wickham, Argyle won 4-2, so I think I'm even right in saying that Argyle have scored more goals than Fulham this season. Fulham now hoping to put that right to some extent, trying to get a cross in and in the end have to make do with a corner kick. There's a fair amount of Fulham supporters that made the trip down to watch today's game. Getting behind their side now. Coleman's up there. And indeed it's Welsh International, almost causing Argyle problems. Swung in, and at last it is a goal. It has been coming, and Paul Moody tucks it into the back of the net. The man who scored 2 goals against Argyle at Craven Cottage earlier this season has scored once more. It's 17 minutes gone, and a goal that is no surprise, to be fair. 17 minutes gone, it's Plymouth 1, Fulham 0. Fulham 1, rather. Well, Paul Moody hasn't been a regular fixture in the Fulham side this season. Signed from Oxford United by Mickey Adams. But in fairness, it wasn't the hardest goal he'll ever score in his career. Quite an easy tap-in the end, giving John Sheffield very little hope. So Argyle now with it all to do again. And for the moment, home park are rather silent. Corazon now, hoping to put Argyle back in control. It's a good cross, and Taylor, good catch. Well, Fulham now on top, I think it's fair to say, and it's Bracewell. Again, Argyle letting him run at them. Number 2 there is Lawrence, plays it out wide to Hayward. Hayward trying to go for the spectacular, but it's an easy catch in the end. Meanwhile, Paul Pescasolido is down. He's going to require attention. So let's hope Paul Pescasolido is all right. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Today is a case of Pescasolido against Argyle's Carlo Corazon, both Canadian internationals. And both Corazon and Pescasolido have known each other since they were 14 years of age when they played for the Canadian under-16 side. And have both taken part in Canadians' bid to qualify for the World Cup. It was a failed bid in the end, but both players important members of that Canadian squad. Well, we're approaching the halfway stage of this first half, and what an interesting game we do have on our hands. Evenly poised at 1-1. That's Corazon. Billy, cut out there by Herrera. And now it's Bracewell. Well, a good run being made here by Pescasolido. He's got Moody in the penalty area. And running into is Trollope. But it was Barlow who cuts it out, and Williams might be able to keep it in play. Indeed he does. And now it's Barlow again. O'Hagan trying to turn, but fails in the end, and it's easy for both Coleman and Herrera to tidy things up at the back. Oh, in space on that right-hand side, Paul Trollope completely unmarked. He manages to keep the ball in play, however. Looked like it had gone over the line to me, but never mind. Williams trying a bit of skill, but it fails. And it's a throw into Fulham. Bracewell. Cut out by Billy. O'Hagan completely on his own. Good effort, but still Fulham have possession in Hayward. Saunders. Lee Hodges. Williams making a run to his right. Williams making an outstanding run, but not picked up at the moment. Corazon does well to keep possession. Still Corazon trying the spectacular run, but easily cut out by Smith. Bracewell. Nielsen. Neil Smith now. The flag stays down and it's Moody. Richard Logan trying to keep him out, and what a good shot there by Moody. He's looking alive today. Alive and dangerous, and Paul Moody very nearly scoring his second goal of the afternoon. Flashes this shot across the face of goal. And Logan, for all his efforts, couldn't prevent the shot being made. Well, taking into account there were a number of games this morning, which I haven't had a chance to look at yet. Fulham at the beginning of the day were 12th in the league, with 8 wins this season, 7 draws and 8 defeats. They've scored 25 goals and let in 25 goals. With 31 points, but those 31 points make them just 4 points behind third place Oldham, so promotion very much a realistic target for Fulham. Argyle just 7 points behind them, but 20 position, a lot more desperate for them. As O'Hagan makes a run, Argyle have won 5 games this season, drawn 9 and lost 9. They've scored 28 goals and conceded 31 goals and have 24 points at this very moment. Billy. Disappointing control by Argyle's Player of the Year. Saunders. Martin Barlow. Corazon. Barlow to Hodges. That's a good ball by Hodges. The flag stays down despite Fulham appeals. Corazon with the cross. O'Hagan very nearly gets to it. The danger's not over yet. Barlow. Good covering back by Hayward. Fantastic defending as Barlow was preparing to get a shot in. Easy this time for Taylor and the danger's over for Fulham. Corazon with a good cross and O'Hagan was inches away from getting his head onto the end of it. The referee signalling a head injury to Nelson, so the trainer called upon straight away. Alan Nelson, signed from Newcastle, or Southampton rather, formerly of Newcastle. He's a Welsh international. Hopefully he's okay. Play can continue. And Argyle sportingly give the ball back to Fulham. It was only 4 years ago that Argyle played Fulham on Christmas time, when Argyle were challenging for the First Division, of course, and 15,000 pounds packed into Home Park. Those were good days, weren't they? Now it's the other way around with Fulham, the team, pushing for promotion. How times change in football. Sheffield slips, but he'll get away with it. Collins. Corazon. Williams. Chested down by Corazon. O'Hagan's in the penalty area, so too Saunders. Mike Taylor's dealt very well today with crosses. Rarely looks uncomfortable. Now it's Billy. Well, Corazon adjudged to a foul, Nilsson. And Fulham will get the free kick. The game started off at an electric pace. In 17 minutes, we'd had 2 goals. Rather inevitably, the game slowed down a little. Fulham fans appealed for a penalty. I don't think that was ever going to be awarded. I think Collins was merely using his body strength. Rowbottom pumps the ball into the Mayflower enclosure. Simple header there for Logan, not so easy for Corazon. Bit like a pinball machine at the moment. But Argyle finding it hard to get numbers up front. O'Hagan very much on his own at the moment. Coleman. Nilsson. The flag is up. Neil Smith's offside. And it's an Argyle free kick. So Saunders has joined Corazon and O'Hagan at the front line. And Corazon got his head onto the end of it eventually. The flag is stayed down, Lee Hodges! And it was just over. Fulham defence asking themselves questions as Lee Hodges got ahead of them, volleyed in a shot, would have been a spectacular goal had it gone in. Instead it was just over Taylor's crossbar and an escape for Fulham. Rowbottom. Taylor. He looks a comfortable goalkeeper. And on this pleasant Boxing Day afternoon, Fulham now have a throw-in. Moody. This is Herrera. Comes off the corner flag and the ball stays in play. Not anymore, it's a throw-in. Barlow dispossesses Pascal-Salido. Still Barlow. The referee's assistant flagging frantically. And Argyle get a free kick. Taken quickly by Billy. O'Hagan gets up well. Another Argyle throw-in. Billy will take the throw. Barlow. Billy and Barlow playing some good football. And they can get the ball into the danger area. Or make do with a corner, I'm sure. Half an hour gone. Argyle's second corner of the game. Players camped on the goal line, now making a nuisance of themselves. Played short to Chris Billy. Ala Wembley, Billy's cross. Oh, and a free header for Carlo Corazon. Coleman's furious with his defenceman, leaving Corazon unmarked, and Corazon will be the first to acknowledge he should have done a lot better. Should have at least made Taylor force into a save. But in the end, it was a rather weak header wide, and Corazon lets a good chance go missing. Good set-piece routine then by Argyle. Played it short to Billy. Billy, another outstanding cross. Against Millwall, it was noticeable how good the service was to the Argyle strikers. And in the end, Corazon, well, it's history now, but he should have scored. Simple as that. Rowbottom will have plenty of time to tidy things up, does so with his knee. I'm sure Sheffield could have picked the ball up if he wanted to, but instead just plays the ball towards Billy. Billy got a good flick on. Logan with the throw. Hayward. Well played by Hodges to cut it out. Now Hodges. He's going to have to go alone for now. Still Hodges. Could have played it to Williams. Instead finds Carlo Corazon. And he was going for the spectacular chip, and in the end, far too weak and easy for Taylor. But well played Hodges to cut out the ball from Hayward, and Argyle very nearly scored there. Billy. O'Hagan. Billy again. Not a good ball by Billy, in fairness. It's a goal kick. The fans in the Lyndhurst standing area hoping in vain, I think, for a corner kick. But good defending by Coleman, and it's now a goal kick to Fulham. Collins, that's to Herrera. Now Jason Rowbottom. Must have been handball by Pesca-Salido. Herrera. Number 10 is Pesca-Salido. Bracewell to Herrera. Lovely football by Fulham. They're going to have a man spare on their right-hand side in the form of Matthew Lawrence. A great covering back by Paul Williams, ever dependable, concedes a throw-in. Pesca-Salido's cross, poor, goal kick. With 10 minutes left before half-time. Plymouth 1, Fulham 1. Hodges. The overhead trying to find Williams, in the end only a throw-in. It's a throw-in to Argyle. I'm just looking at Matthew Lawrence at the moment. He's limping rather heavily, and I just wonder whether he's going to last the 90 minutes. The offside flag is up there against Corazon. Well, Neil Smith will give it his all to get on the end of this, but it's not enough, and it's another goal kick. And with all the stars on the field, I hate to use that word stars because they're not really, are they? But with all the players of more than average ability, you think there's someone out there who's capable of adding something extra to this game, and at the moment it really does need it. Things have quietened down at the moment. Saunders. At the beginning of the game, all eyes are on the director's box rather than the pitch because Kevin Keegan took his seat. And the poor man took about half an hour to get into the ground. He was being mobbed by autograph hunters. Billy. Billy gets some sort of cross in, Logan away. Fulham defending well at that time. Williams, good ball to Jason Rowbottom. Rowbottom trying to find Corazon. And well played. Calm was personified there by Alan Nielsen. O'Hagan. What can O'Hagan do on this right-hand side? Tries to get across in, but it's not good enough. And a disappointment highlighted by the groans in the crowd there. O'Hagan heading Herrera under pressure. Now it's Nielsen. I got a appeal for offside, but it's not really necessary in the end because it's a throw-in. Poor ball. Logan with the throw-in then, flicked on by O'Hagan, but only as far as Smith. Now it's Pescasolido. Nielsen. Are we going to get a goal before half-time? With about 5 minutes left. Well played there by Mark Saunders, keeping Ronnie Morja out the side this afternoon. Flick on there by Moody. Rowbottom. He got the last touch, so he'll have to do something spectacular. And he even earns himself a throw and it came off Pescasolido, took a slight deflection. Coleman guilty of pushing there on O'Hagan, and Argyle will get a free kick. Billy takes it quickly, perhaps too quickly. The flag stays down despite Argyle appeals, and now it's Moody. But Rowbottom gets there first. Good defensive work by a very good player, Jason Rowbottom. Flag is again down. Moody this time gets there first. Argyle will ask questions to the linesman if this one goes in. The flick on by Hayward. And Collins is the first to give a very suspecting glance at the linesman. Corazon now. Martin Barlow. Corazon slips at the wrong time. Now it's Pescasolido. Good ball there to Hayward. Rowbottom, who's had a good game in the first half, gets there first, and now it's Logan. Not a good ball. Never the most talented player in the world, Logan, but gives it all. And that's why the supporters accept him. Moody. Logan making a nuisance of himself. And Lawrence. Can't get there first. And I believe that's a goal kick. O'Hagan concedes a free kick. Nielsen takes this one. The Argyle offside trap fails. And now it's Coleman. Coleman first time cross, Moody! Well, Moody knows that should have been 2-1. Argyle fuming that the offside flag wasn't raised, but it wasn't. A great cross there by Coleman. And Moody came storming in, and that really should have been too long. Moody missing a glaring opportunity. And Argyle will be delighted to have a goal kick here. Flag again down. Hayward almost in there. Williams, I think half-time can't come quick enough at the moment. 3 into Argyle. Hodges. Chris Billy is running at Herrera here. Billy twists and turns and still has possession. Wonderful skill by Argyle's player of the year, but can he get a ball into the penalty area? He can, it's a great one, and Corazon a looping header! O'Hagan, the ball's still in play. Williams. O'Hagan still. Oh, and Williams trying to get a back flip, but he couldn't. Corazon was just inches away with a header. But the referee has to stop play because O'Hagan's down. Currently on loan from Weymouth, Danny O'Hagan. Scored his first goal of the season at Northampton in the Auto Windscreen Shield. And at the dugout at the moment, Corazon just having a word with Blackwell, and Corazon must know that he's had the chances to put Argyle back in the lead, first of all with a header, a free header where he headed wide when he really should have hit the target, and just moments later when he had a looping header that went just wide of Mike Taylor's goal. O'Hagan's okay, and we're now into first half stoppage time. It's going to be a drop ball situation, and I think Argyle, knowing that Fulham were in possession at the time when the referee blew his whistle, will give possession back to Fulham. Robotham, Moody's going to go for the power drive, and this time it's wide. Well, Paul Moody's desperate to score his second goal of the game, isn't he? He certainly had the chances, just like Corazon. And both sides can argue when the half-time whistle blows that they could be in the lead at half-time, with justification. Bracewell. Oh, this is Hayward rather, I do apologise. Steve Hayward. Trollope. To Robbie Herrera. Pesky Salido. The ball's still in play. Hayward with a header. Argyle defending desperately. Roll on the half-time whistle, the Argyle fans are saying. And Paul Williams concedes a corner. Third corner of the game for Fulham. We're approaching the second minute of stoppage time. And Fulham pressing as we approach the halfway stage. Robbie Herrera is going to take this one. And Coleman's up there with his hands in the air. He obviously wants to get on the end of this one. Moody's also there. In the end, it's O'Hagan's header. Not fully away. Corazon can't get it away either. Drilled in. Trollope with the shot. And in the end, good handling by the goalkeeper, John Sheffield. Well, it's Plymouth 1, Fulham 1. Argyle took the lead with a rather fortuitous goal after 5 minutes. Martin Barlow's free kick evading everyone and going into the back of the net. But then Fulham pressed for an equaliser and deservedly got it after 17 minutes when Paul Moody tapped it into the back of the net. Both sides have had their chances to regain the lead. Carlo Corazon's had 2 good headed chances, whilst Moody's also had a couple of chances, 1 header, where he really should have put Fulham in the lead. Half time then, Plymouth 1, Fulham 1. We have an entertaining second half on our hands. Well, speaking to half-time supporters, there was a little debate going on about who did score Argyle's goal. Some people claiming a touch was made in the penalty area. I was saying Barlow. His free kick went straight into the back of the net. I'm going to go for the latter. Unfortunately, I don't have the benefits of slow motion replays and so forth. There's 1-1 at the moment, there's no doubt about that. So it's a Fulham throw-in then, starting off as they did in the first half with a bit of pressure. Fulham were threatening, especially in the last 5 minutes of that first half. And Moody was the main man on target. He had a couple of chances in the first half as well as a goal. And this time he hits the bar with a fine header. Well, Fulham showing in the second half straight away that they mean business. And Paul Moody, as well as scoring, had a couple of great chances. One header where he really should have done better. This time his header was looped over Sheffield, but luckily for Argyle it hit the bar. The first minute then, Fulham threatening. And Argyle are going to have to work as hard as they ever have worked to get a result today. Can Billy get here first? Yes, he can. Chris Billy in an advanced position. Hodges asking for the ball and he gets it central. Hodges, round one, round two. Good work on that. Centre. And Billy with some sort of ball into the penalty area, but Barlow was never going to get on the end of it. And it's a goal kick. So Argyle alive for the first time in the second half. And Chris Billy and Lee Hodges involved. Herrera. Is the ball still in play? No, it's not. It's a throw into Argyle. So Logan with a long throw-in will get the ball to the halfway mark of the pitch. Hayward. Collins. Billy's cross. Corazon almost got on the end of it, or go over everybody, and now it's Richard Logan. Logan, can he find Williams? Yes, he can. Williams. Argyle head towards the centre. Barlow to Rowbottom. Good run being made by Martin Barlow, but his control lets him down when he was through. Great run from midfield, bursting through by Barlow. And only his control prevented a near certain shot on the Fulham goal. That's more like it from Argyle. Would have been received an early scare where Moody hit the bar, but now they're showing Fulham that you don't need millions of pounds to be able to play good football. Barlow. Billy. Martin Barlow, a spectacular shot, straight into the hands of Taylor. Barlow threatening again. Has been in fine form since being appointed captain in place of the injured Mick Heathcote. That was a fine volley. The only thing wrong with it was that it was straight into the hands of Taylor. Corazon. Barlow to Williams. Plenty of bodies in the Fulham penalty area to try and get on the end of it, but for now Barlow in possession. Great ball out wide to Chris Billy. Billy, it's a fantastic cross, and Nielsen heads over for a corner. The cross from Billy was first rate, and Fulham had to defend very sharply indeed to prevent Corazon from getting on the end of that fine cross from Chris Billy. But look at all the players camped on that goal line. I think Argyle players will spread out at any moment and try and confuse the Fulham defence. Barlow then with a corner kick. But good handling there by Mike Taylor. And Schmeichel Light throws it out to Pescasilido. First time header there to Smith. Smith, who had a good chance after 15 minutes when it was 1-0 to Argyle. Corazon with the head, can he keep it in play? He'll appeal for a throw-in, doesn't get it. And I think in his heart of hearts, Corazon knows that's the right decision. That's Nielsen. Well, one for Corazon to chase, the keeper comes out, and in the end it proves to be the right decision. Throw into Argyle. Billy. Another throw into Argyle. Approaching the 7th minute of the second half, it's 1-1. Billy will take the throw in yet again. Lays it short to Barlow, gets it back. Barlow, it's a good cross yet again. Searching for Logan. Corazon trying to get in there ahead of the defence. And in the end, a goal kicks the decision. Chris Billy in some space. Hodges demands the ball, but well played by Herrera. And Herrera now bursting forward. Moody. First time ball there by Moody. Pescasilido. Still Pescasilido. The first time we've really seen him in action, and it's over. I think it took a deflection off Collins. I think Pescasilido might have overreacted slightly. We'll get a little talking to by the referee. Fulham are now in their 4th corner of the afternoon. Good defending by Collins in the end, must have been. The corner, low. It's going to fall to Bracewell. Bracewell with a shot. Fantastic save. Oh, fantastic save there by John Sheffield. Paul Bracewell, former England star, drills in a long range, but that was going in. And somehow John Sheffield managed to tip the ball over. Stay with the match. And Fulham only a corner when they'd have expected a goal from a fine effort by Bracewell. Away by Rowbottom. Herrera again. It's a good cross. Oh dear, it could go anywhere. All sorts of deflections, and the referee flags. So Trollope's effort doesn't matter in the end. I think it might have been an infringement in the penalty area. Possibly an offside. But looking back at that Bracewell effort, it really was fantastic play by both players. Bracewell to have the perfection of drilling it in towards the left-hand corner as we look at it, but then Sheffield showing what a fine keeper he's been this season with a brilliant save, tipping it over, keeping Argyle in this match. Good header there by number 10, Carlo Corazon. Bracewell now, doing some defensive work. Hodges concedes a free kick. Bit of over-enthusiasm by Lee Hodges. Mick Jones apparently trying to sign Lee Hodges until the end of the season. You can now sign Premiership players on loan for a whole season. And I just wonder, and you also hope that Harry Redknapp, the West Ham manager, has been very kind to Argyle so far in allowing Hodges to come on loan and paying half his wages or something similar to that. Let's hope no, that Redknapp allows Hodges to stay here for some vital experience. Hayward. Lee Hodges then, the lone man from West Ham, plays a great ball to Barlow. Barlow brought down, Matthew Lawrence the offender. And I suspect we're going to see the first booking of the afternoon. It's not been a dirty game. In the last 5 minutes, tempers have just started to rise a little. Pascal first, and then Lawrence with a rather needless challenge. Barlow wasn't really going anywhere. And the first booking in the afternoon, Matthew Lawrence. But it's been a fairly good game on the disciplinary front so far, as the yellow card is produced. Rather premature, but Collins is pushing forward now. Anyone's guess whose throw-in it is. In the end, Herrera happy just to get the ball in play. And in the end, Barlow will take this throw-in. And as the second half progressed, Argyle have got more and more into this game, which the Argyle fans will be pleased to see. O'Hagan. Just wide of Barlow. Now it's Pesca-Salido. Good covering there by Barlow. But he's rather unlucky in that the ball stays in play, and now Moody's in possession. Still Moody. Good ball there to Herrera. Logan across the face of the goal, his header. Proves to be a good pass there to Chris Billy. Billy now. Long ball forward. Well, they all miss it. And in the end, Lawrence with a back pass. Billy. Hagan flicks it on. Taylor's going to come out of goal. He's done that on more than one occasion this afternoon. You can see it's a throw-in. Barlow plays it back to Billy, and Billy does likewise. Barlow, it's a great cross, the flag is up. Rather unfortunate, that must have been close. The referee's decision is final, the flag was raised, the referee blew his whistle, and Fulham will get a free kick. And Barlow managed to pull a good cross in as well, out of absolutely nothing. Rowbottom, back to Sheffield. Again, not the best of clearances, and now it's Lawrence. Rowbottom, it's better. Billy got his head onto the end of that one. Bracewell, good control. But Hodges, his enthusiasm gets in there. And now it's Martin Barlow. Good ball by Barlow to Paul Williams. The Argyle fans sensing something magical happening here. And it's a free kick, is it? It is. Lawrence with a foul. Great football by Argyle. What good vision by Barlow to pick out Williams on the left-hand side. Then Williams trying to get past Lawrence. Clearly volley checked, and it's a free kick in a dangerous position. So the atmosphere rising here as Barlow prepares to take this free kick. Saunders, Aiken and Corazon in the penalty area. And it's going to be Collins, is it? Appeals for handball. It's a goal kick in the end. Collins, who scored his first goal for the club against Millwall in the last home game with a brilliant header. Tried to drill in a shot there. Mike Taylor, the Fulham goalkeeper, signed from Southampton, was born in Germany and has had experience at Farnborough and Barnet. It was at Barnet where he really made his name. Got his chance at Southampton, but never really made the grade. Throw into Argyle, conceded by Coleman. We've got 30 minutes left of this second division clash. Barlow beats his man, chips in a cross. Oh, and just wide by Mark Saunders in the end, I think it was. Best chance of the second half for Argyle. Barlow produced yet another brilliant cross. And Mark Saunders, who's rather underrated when it comes to heading, got in an effort on goal and it was just wide. So close. Taken quickly out, the free kick conceded by Logan. Bracewell took it. Hayward then placed it to Lawrence. Steve Hayward again. Onside, Neil Smith. Came off Rowbottom. Well, Rowbottom got the last touch on that, and so it's a sixth corner of the game for Fulham. And dangerous times this for Plymouth. It was against Northampton, where the two goals they conceded both came from corners, so Nick Jones will be wary of this now. That wasn't a good corner, not really going to cause Argyle problems, and easy for Rowbottom to clear. But Fulham retain possession through Bracewell. Bracewell, a dangerous looping cross, headed away by O'Hagan. Trollope now. O'Hagan though, dispossesses Nielsen. Free kick. O'Hagan, bless him, tried his very best to dispossess Nielsen, but Nielsen was stubborn and determined as ever, and in the end wins himself a free kick. So can Fulham, multi-million pound sign, can they produce something to grace their big name status here? Bracewell showed earlier the second half that he can do something from long range. He might have a pop, but looks at the moment as if Trollope might have a go. Nielsen's also looking to the right. I wonder if they might go for him. It's home from the training ground, and what a disaster that was. About to work. Trying to trick Argyle. They only managed to trick themselves, Fulham, but still they got possession. The frame was taken quickly, and now it's Trollope. Moody sensibly hits it back, and Hayward! Steve Hayward puts Fulham in front. Disaster for Argyle. The frame was taken quickly, a cross was drilled in. Sensible play, a mature play by Moody to not hit it back. He wasn't never going to threaten Argyle with a shot on goal, so instead he heads it back to Hayward, and he drills it in to John Sheffield's right, and Fulham had the lead. 18 minutes into the second half, and Steve Hayward puts Fulham 2-1 up. So Argyle now with it all to do. Fulham, I'm sure we've had more of the possession on Argyle. They've, in fairness, probably had the better chances as well. And now it's up to Argyle to produce something similar to the performance against Millwall to try and get back into this game. This is Barlow. He's been one of Argyle's most outstanding players this afternoon. Good ball to Williams. His control is good as well. Williams with a cross. Well, O'Hagan has failed. But again, Taylor's handling was at the top order. He's been very impressive this afternoon. One or two errors, most notably the goal, but in all, Mike Taylor's contribution to the side has been top class. Free kick to Argyle. Rowbottom will take it. Flag is up. Offside. Well, Argyle certainly have plenty of attacking options on the subs bench. They've got Eljon and Adrian Littlejohn available, as well as Ronnie Morget. Whilst Fulham have Carpenter, Cullup and Thomas available. No substitutions so far. Fulham at the moment will be the happiest side. They're in front. Cross in there by Smith. Moody again across the face of the goal, and this time Argyle are more alive. Not a good clearance from Billy. And now it's Bracewell. Great cross there by Bracewell. And that was Pesca-Salido's header. Well, in fairness, up front, we expected big things from Pesca-Salido. He's the big money signing, but it's Paul Moody, who must be under Pesca-Salido's shadow this season, who's been the most impressive out of the two strikers this afternoon. Certainly caused Argyle more problems, Moody, than Pesca-Salido. Well, the afternoon started out with beautiful sunshine, and now the rain's starting to come down. Unpredictable weather. It was imperative Argyle didn't concede another goal. And we're finishing like that, they're not going to, are they? Neil Smith there with a shot over. And now it's time for some substitutions. Three substitutions being made by Argyle. Chris Billy, Mark Saunders and Danny O'Hagan are coming off. And Ronnie Morget, who made 50 appearances for Fulham before moving to Bury in July 1990, he's coming on. Eljon's also coming onto the field of play. And Adrian Littlejohn back from suspension. 6 goals this season, Littlejohn. He takes his place up front. I'll look at the tactical side for you in a moment. But Argyle, to put it literally, are now going for it. Halfway through the second half. Morget with his first touch against his former club. Free kick to Argyle. Well, it looks like Eljon's taken a place on the right-hand side where Billy was playing. There is John. Nice touch there to Collins. Referee plays advantage. Collins, it might even go in. That was just over. Deserves a better cross really from Collins in fairness, and I think he'll know that. So Littlejohn's taking a place up centre, as centre forward. Jean's on the right hand side and Morget's in centre of midfield, as he usually is. This is Hayward. Hayward really should have played it to Moody. He was in space. Instead, Barlow dispossesses him, and now Argyle push forward. Corazon's cross. Good cross, but good catch yet again from Taylor. He's a good keeper. No excuses now from Argyle. They've got plenty of attacking options. John, Littlejohn, Corazon, and Lee Hodges as well, to an extent, all capable of getting goals. The reason Billy might have come off was because he was suffering from an injury pre-Christmas, and he might not be 100% fit. This is Paul Williams. Littlejohn, can his pace get him ahead of the defender? It can, but not before the goalkeeper gets to the ball first. Rowbottom, good defending, despite the intentions of Pesca-Salido. Logan, no free kick. And now Corazon to Jean, but the ball, too much pace. We've got 20 minutes left for Plymouth to somehow get back into this game. Williams. Hodges. Hodges must have conceded, touched the ball last, and it's a throw into Fulham. Hodges gets the rub of the green. It's now outside to Williams. Williams trying to find Jean. Oh, Jean with a header. Goal kick. Got appeal for a corner, but Mike Taylor using all his experience to fend Horizon off the ball. Well, Watford, Southend and Oldham are the three sides this season to be victorious at home park in the league. Will Fulham become the fourth side? Only time will tell. At the moment, that looks on the cards. Barlow. Morshade determined. Throw into Fulham. This is Lawrence. Good defending there. I think it was Collins who got the last touch. The ball playing strange tricks at the moment. Well played, Barlow. Coleman. Rowbottom couldn't afford to let the ball run through. Too dangerous and has to concede a throw. Rowbottom away. Hodges. Hodges clumsily gives the ball away. Now Hayward. Well played to Jean. Not good handling there by Sheffield. The linesman flags. Must have gone behind. And it's the seventh corner of the game for Fulham, compared to Argyle's third. And the home park crowd needs something to cheer themselves up at the moment. Like a goal, for example. For now, though, Argyle have to defend. Corner not the best in the world, and easy header there for Corazon. Hodges. Well, Hodges was sandwiched between two players, and in the end, it's a free kick. Jason Rowbottom then will take the free kick earned by Lee Hodges. Can the Argyle dig out an equaliser? Not with that, they can't. Neil Smith. Neil Smith gets away from his man, tries to find Pescasilido. Oh, and it's number 4, Paul Trollop, the former Torquay United man, has surely sealed the points now for Fulham. Great work on that right-hand side by Neil Smith. Sensibly picked out his man in Paul Trollop. "75 minutes gone. Plymouth Argyle 1, Fulham 3. Paul Trollop with the goal. And via a monumental effort now by the Pilgrims, it's going to be Fulham's day. Ray Wilkins can afford a smile on the dugout as Argyle kick off. And they now need at least 2 goals to get anything from this game. Well, Boxing Day last year, Argyle suffered a heavy defeat to a London side Brentford. They lost 4-1 at home park. And now Fulham threatening to do exactly the same now. They've received a bit of bad press recently, Fulham, for their last couple of performances against Burnley and Carlisle. But I think the local press, and indeed the national press, who have taken a big interest in Fulham this season, will have to eat a bit of humble pie this afternoon. Fulham shows that they are certainly going to be there or thereabouts come May. It might be too much to ask them to get first or second spot because of the big gap Watford and Bristol City have assembled ahead of the teams, but third place certainly not beyond Fulham. Only 4 points between Fulham and third place Oldham at the beginning of the day. And that would no doubt have been shortened come 5 o'clock. Well, let's try and see if we can get a comeback from Argyle to turn this game into a bit of a classic. But at the moment, it looks like Argyle are heading for defeat. This is Martin Barlow. While speaking to some of the older supporters before the game, they were reminiscing about a particular game back on the 27th of December 1975, another Christmas game when Fulham visited Home Park and Argyle won by 4-0. And just like today, Fulham had a team to remember. They had Alan Muller in the side and, of course, the late and great Bobby Moore. Apparently had such a bad time, Bobby Moore, in that game, he was substituted at half-time. Well, Corison, just too much pace on the ball in the end. It was half a chance. Well, Collins with a very rash challenge, and it's going to be no surprise to be called upon by the referee, and surely a booking will result. Pescasilido harshly brought down, and Collins will join Matthew Lawrence into the book. Trollope, he's already scored once. Is he going to do it again? Instead, he'll play it to Paul Moody, and in the end, straight into the hands of Sheffield. Fulham almost walked on their way through the Argyle defence now, and Moody very nearly scoring a second goal of the game. Collins. Carlo Corazon. Algene. Thrown to Argyle. Came off Hayward last. Now it's Rowbottom. Barlow. Corazon almost in there after an uncertain touch there by Chris Coleman. And now it's Morget. He won't give up. Rowbottom. Rowbottom clumsily gives it away, and now Fulham can break. Moody. Pescasilido. Moody again. Argyle being played with here. Fulham playing games. And what a brilliant finish by Moody. Well, Fulham playing games with the Argyle defence. Terrible mistake by Rowbottom. He stands in disbelief. The combination of Pescasilido and Moody, but Fulham 4-1 in front, and at last Moody has that second goal. It looked like it would elude him. He's missed chance after chance, especially in the first half. 79 minutes gone. Plymouth 1, Fulham 4. And Fulham are now heading for their first win at Home Park since 1936. Little job. Came off Coleman, corner kick. You have to say what an outstanding finish by Moody. Of all these big money players, Moody's performance perhaps being overshadowed today, but he's been outstanding, always been a big threat to Argyle, perhaps the biggest threat up front, and deserves that second goal. Barlow with a corner. Can Argyle get a second goal, a consolation goal? Right, that's Little John. And this time, Little John loses possession. Now it's Pesca Salido. But the ball goes out of play and it's a throw-in. Offside flag is up. Well, just like Boxing Day last year, Argyle now 4-1 down at home park. Nilsson. Collins. Well, when Santa Claus was doing his rounds, he must have forgot to get on the chimney of home park. No festive cheer for Argyle at all. And they face an uncertain 1998 now. Let's hope we can be still talking to you this time next year. No problems for Fulham, of course. The only question on their minds is what division they'll be playing in next season. With the money they spent, they should be a first division club next season, but money doesn't always buy success in football. Martin Barlow now. Can Argyle give their fans something to cheer about? Paul Williams. Trollope. More like a training ground session at the moment for the old Fulham team. There's still 7 minutes left. It takes 1 second to score a goal, as Brian Clough once famously said. This is Little John, chests it down nicely. And now Carlo Corazon. Eljon. Lee Hodges, can he score his first goal for the club? The answer is no, I'm afraid. Barlow. Carlo Corazon. And again Corazon. Barlow. Argyle in possession. Lee Hodges' shot. Easily blocked. Fulham barricading in defence now. And again Mike Taylor's been outstanding dealing with crosses all afternoon. I don't think he's flapped once. Pesca Salido now. He's through on the Argyle goal. But unfortunately for him, he won't score his 13th goal of the season because he put too much pace on the ball. And a very quiet first half. Pesca Salido's come more into it in the second. We just want a goal now to cap off the afternoon. You could get odds of 50-1 at the beginning of the day on a Fulham winning by 4-0. I'm not sure the 4-1 victory were, but it must have been very long odds. So I wonder if there's a happy punter out there. Look at all the space here, it's embarrassing. Trollope to Hayward. Hayward, and good handling there by John Sheffield. Well, Fulham showing Argyle what they're going to have to strive for. A lot of hard work for Mick Jones and his side to do. No money to spend, you just wonder where the break's going to come from. And whilst no one can say Fulham don't deserve their victory today, they've had the better chances in the more possession, perhaps fallen a little flattering. It was 1-1 at half-time, and Lawrence forward. Richard Logan. Williams. That's Aljoun, I'm sorry. It's now Hayward. Hayward can just run forward at ease. Argyle not really much cover for him. Herrera. Well played, Lee Hodges. He's not going to give up the chase. Trollope. Matt Lawrence. Number 9 is Moody. Lawrence. Is he going to join in the fun? It's over. Well, there's no rest for the wicked. Argyle in 2 days' time on a Sunday play Watford away. The leaders. How Argyle will cope there is anyone's guess. You just hope Argyle have the spirit to put up a good show. And last season, of course, Argyle did win at Watford by 2-0, so they can count back on history on their side. And then the new year, they got Grimsby away and then Bristol Rovers. Well, I think I'm right in saying the Grimsby game's cancelled because of the FA Cup. Logan with the foul. Well, most fans have had enough and going home, but there's still 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Lawrence. Logan's headers. They need a second bite of the cherry. Goal kick. Roy Bottom. Barlow. With nothing to lose, Argyle must push forward. 4-2's better than 5-1, isn't it? Might as well go for it. Taken an eternity to take this throw in Fulham. If there are any Fulham fans watching, good luck. Certainly good times ahead, I'm sure. Well, Nilsson had an uncertain start to the game, heading against his own bar in the first couple of minutes, but he's settled to put in a commanding performance in defence. John. Bracewell now. Neil Smith. Bracewell. Time from Sunderland, Paul Bracewell, an experienced man who's going to be a great asset to this Fulham side as they push for promotion. Trollope. Trollope, who made 106 appearances for Torquay. Local South-West football fans will know a bit about this man. Little John, can Argyle have the last laugh? Across the face of the goal. Corazon now. Morget. Lee Hodges. Appeals for handball. Eljon. Paul Williams now. Williams with a cross, and it's a corner. Argyle's fifth of the game. And Argyle pushed for a last-minute consolation goal. For a minute into half into stoppage time. Full time beckons. Flick on there by Corazon. Nielsen with a defence. And Fulham being stretched as this game comes to an end. Rowbottom. Logan flicks it on. Corazon is through. And somehow he misses. Argyle's top goal scorer really should have made this scoreline more respectable. And that's really a poor miss by the Canadian international. Full time, Fulham's first win at home park for 61 years. And in the end, it's pretty emphatic. They look like they'd have a rough ride on their hands when I think Martin Barlow put Argyle in front from a free kick, evaded everyone and went into the back of the net. But from then on, it was all Fulham. Paul Moody equalised after 17 minutes, 18 minutes into the second half. Steve Aidwood put Fulham in front, and from then on, in fairness, there's only ever going to be one winner. Paul Trollope made it 3-1, and Paul Moody smashed in a fourth. Could have been more. Once again, Merry Christmas to everyone watching. Applause for Argyle as they go off. They put in a spirited performance, but in the end they were outplayed by a better Fulham side. Merry Christmas then. Plymouth Argyle 1, Fulham 4. This is Richard Hoskins signing off at Home Park as its Fulham players congratulating themselves on a fine performance.